Well, that didn't go necessarily as planned. We almost burnt Judith down.
I might be on fire.
And I got a public safety notice from my phone saying that South Dakota has shut down majority of its roads. So I'm gonna try and get home safely. We have made it into the hills. We have got our grip 20-foot recovery rope here. It's the latest fashion statement. And you remember that blizzard I was telling you about in the last video? Well, it hit. This in particular area didn't get a whole lot of snow, but where we're going got between 30 inches and 50 inches of snow. So I figured, what better place to test a kinetic recovery rope than in 30 to 50 inches of snow. Now I'm waiting on my friend Mike Barry. He's gonna join me today so we can go out and test this rope. Today's goal is to see how well this thing does in the cold temperature and, well, in deep snow. I mean, I literally just went and picked this up off the shelf and it's a $50 recovery rope. 20-foot kinetic recovery rope. $50. So I wanna see if this thing's gonna fail right off the bat. I figured we've got the weather for it, we might as well go test it. This stuff is deep. Because, holy cow. I mean, it's over the bumper. I can't even see. So much for trying to get stuck. Judith's just eating away. Shoot, I might have spoken too soon. Holy cow, that was wild! Oh my gosh! Let's drop her down. Uh-oh! Oh my gosh! There we go! Now we get to use it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It is, oh my god! Holy cow! We buried it, boys! That thing attached. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, uh-oh. I might be on fire. We're charging at 12 volts flat. I mean, it goes up whenever I give it gas, but you know, low oil pressure, bouncing off rev limiter. Just another day in the life of a Cherokee. Now, what exactly happened? To be honest with you, too many things failed for me to say exactly what it was. I know my AC clutch is absolutely shot. I know my alternator is not charging at idle, and it's also smoking horribly. The AC clutch was also smoking horribly. Well, I thought I was gonna make it, but there is now smoke pouring out of the engine bay. So I think between those two things, they just kind of took each other out while snow wheeling. Also, that AC clutch has about 206,000 miles on it, so no wonder it failed. Same with the alternator, 206,000 miles on those. I think I got my use out of it. So today's game plan, we're gonna rebuild the AC clutch with a kit that I picked up off of eBay. We're gonna replace the alternator with the DB alternator upgrade I got from K Suspension, as well as install the wiring kit that he sells as well. Now, if you're looking to do these upgrades, you can go ahead and go to his website and use the discount code GOTIME, and you're gonna receive a discount towards your order. so the factory alternator fits something like this, right? And if you see, it's already pretty close to all that stuff there. Now with this alternator being slightly bigger, we're gonna have to modify these brackets, and I'll show you why. So right off the bat, trying to line these holes up, you can see they don't quite line up, and that's because the alternator is just slightly bigger around this area. Same with this piece here. When it comes to modifying it, we'll have to notch there and there. So I'm going to make some measurements and then we'll notch it out. Alright, so I have made the little bits of trimming I needed to do to the factory alternator bracket to fit this behemoth. Now, I just need to make some notches on this front bracket here, or the faceplate. So both brackets have been modified. Now all I got to do is put the alternator brackets back onto the block, then I can bolt the alternator back in. After that, I kind of want to make some modifications with those cables. I want to swap them out before I start that AC compressor clutch, because that one I have a feeling is not going to be fun. And I'm going to go ahead and work on getting a lot of these cables replaced. Now, Case Suspension did an incredible job of labeling everything where it needs to go. All you have to do is match up the color-coded sticker on the wire to this card here. So this end is going to go to the starter, while this end is going to attach to the battery. I'm going to go ahead and take some time and just match everything up, get the power side done first, then I'll move to the ground, and after that we should be putting that alternator back in. So let's crank this out. Before I get this installed, I just want to show how big of an upgrade this is. I mean, overall the gauge is huge compared to what I had in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just start wiring them up one by one like I said earlier. I just wanted to show you how big of a difference this gauge is compared to what I had in there from the factory. Well, everything's been installed, and I've actually been driving on it for a couple days now just to see how everything does. I want to make sure if I'm going to recommend this stuff to you guys that it's going to do well. Well, right now we're out here at the trailhead for the Camp 5 trail system, which is currently closed. But I'm out here to check on a couple things for a Tread Lightly project that we've got going on right now. Figured I'd bring you guys along and show you how well this alternator actually works. Not just the alternator I replaced. I went ahead and replaced all the cabling, and I got everything from Case Suspension. So I installed his Jeep cable kit as well as his heavy duty alternator. So let's see how it does real quick. I'm going to put a huge load on it, and quite honestly I'm not expecting it to handle it. Just because it's going to be the fridge, it's going to be my air compressor, lights, winch. I might as well go all out and just see how much this thing can handle. Alright, so I've got you guys looking at my scan gauge there. In the top right corner is going to be voltage, and that's what we're going to want to watch. At idle, we see about 13.4 volts, and that's with everything off. I don't have my high idle switch or anything on, but I've got pretty much all my accessories on. There you have it. That was the Case Suspension DB electrical upgrade alternator with the Jeep cable kit. The load we put on it was pretty massive, and it still was charging the vehicle, it just was not happy. It was at like 11.9 or 11.5 volts at some cases. Normally at idle it's at like 13.4 volts and it holds there pretty strong. So overall, I'm happy with the upgrade. It's charging, it handles a pretty solid load, and it's gonna keep me on the trail. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot went on. We did some snow wheeling, we almost burnt the Jeep down, we fixed it, and now we're gonna go work on this Tread Lightly project real quick. I gotta get some measurements. So wish me luck getting home, and you already know the drill. Get on out there and keep on Jeeping on. Aww, it's an alternator. How cute. All right, holy cow. This thing's seen better days too. Ugh.